Disclaimer: this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. We are not registered financial advisors. Hello everyone, welcome back to another MSTR and MSTE update. So I was actually not that surprised, maybe a bit surprised, but not really that surprised to wake up and see that strategy sold 3,588 Bitcoin. So they didn't buy any Bitcoin for the last week or two. I believe they sold. So if you go to the purchases, you could actually see them here. So in total, they sold 3,588. So if we go to Michael Saylor's X, he explicitly says why or what it's used for. So they sold 216 million to fund dividends on our digital securities. So that's multiple. Wow, keep doing that. So digital securities, plural. As of whatever, we hold 843 in our BTC reserves and 2.55 billion in our USD reserves, right? So if we go here in the dashboard, we see that they now have 2.55 billion in USD reserves, which means, hopefully my face is not blocking this, which means they could cover, just with the cash alone, 17.4 months of dividends for all their preferreds, which includes Stretch, Stride, Strike, and Strife. And you see that the annual dividend obligations is 1.7 billion on those. So I was maybe hoping that they would buy back some of their preferreds or buy back some of their MSTR stock, but is strategy going a little bit soft? In my opinion, maybe a little, but I understand the reason why. Personally, I feel like they've gone, especially with their announcement a week or 2 weeks ago, with their whole, now we could buy back our credit, we could do this, we could, they just have more options. And it looks like they're really trying to appease the crowds for their preferreds. And obviously the news has been taken very positively today. I mean, the stock market is I'm filming this at about 1 p.m. my time, so it's 2 p.m. Eastern. So the market still has another 2 hours to go. And you see Stretch has jumped back to 90. So obviously this announcement has been positive. Stride, Strike, and Strife also went up a little bit. So, but Stretch is really their most important one. They also raised the dividend to 12%. So obviously it's been, positive news, because obviously they are focusing on increasing their credit quality, really making Stretch their flagship product. And, Stretch had crashed at one point. Now it's back at 90. So it's a good sign for sure. And we know that Stretch is really going to be their main Bitcoin buying tool in the future, but it has to get to $100. So they're getting there. They're getting there. So overall, I guess this was good news. But personally, I think I'm not a conservative. I'm call me a psychopath or whatever, but I just would, if it was up to me, I would basically aggressively be buying Bitcoin now. The MNAV is still over 1, so they could easily do that, but I understand why they're doing it. So they're getting a little bit soft, a little bit more conservative, but I get it. They want to get in the S&P 500 and get a better credit rating, etc., etc. So in terms of Bitcoin per share, obviously it's gone down to year to date. It's 7.8. So obviously these two sales, were not Bitcoin per share positive. If we look at the tracker here, you could see that it dipped a bit, right? It was at 220 in the last couple of weeks. Now it's at 210. But that doesn't really bother me. I'm looking at the long term. Obviously, the long term, if you look at year over year, it's still positive. Even you could even check the graph here if you go to charts. By the way, even with all this, MSTR is still outperforming Bitcoin, which is very, very positive here. Bitcoin per share. So you could see that it has gone down. But as long as the long term is going up, to me, I'm happy. I'm okay with that. I think in the next couple of weeks, hopefully they start buying Bitcoin again. I was wondering, why they had to sell so much, and to cover the dividends of the preferreds, digital credit securities in plural. And I realized that for Stride, Strike, and Stripe, they're all quarterly dividends, not monthly, and they all came due. They all had to be paid out at the end of June recently. So I believe that the Bitcoin sale went to entirely paying the Stripe, Strike, and Stride quarterly dividend, and probably the Stretch, whichever semi-monthly dividend is due, was due. So I guess this one here, which is actually monthly, the big one. So now they're going to be a bit smaller because they've been obviously they actually got a little bit bigger technically, right? Because they raised the rate, but now they're paying twice a month. So in summary, guys, they have 2.55 billion of USD, which covers 17.4. I think they're gonna probably want to get to about. I think they said their goal was to always have about 2 years, which is very, very conservative in my opinion. But I understand what they're doing. You see the leverage is very low now. It's 8% leverage. It's not that much. Their debt, they still have that 6.7 billion of debt. So let's do the calculation like we've done. And by the way, MSTR, it's fine. It went up a little bit. It's kind of flat today. Bitcoin's at 63.6, so much better than obviously 58, 59, but it's still July. Apparently, July, August, September could be very crappy, and then 4-year cycle thing could pick up in October. I don't really follow the 4-year cycle and all that. That's why I had Joe Consorti on my channel. So where I get my Bitcoin news and entertainment, Joe's definitely a great channel for the overall. He talks about macro. He's a macro guy, so he doesn't just talk about Bitcoin. He talks about Bitcoin in relation to macro stuff. And then for my entertainment, if you really want a lot of good stuff, in-depth math, in-depth breakdown on MSTR, especially Adam Livingston. At first, I thought he was pretty obnoxious, but as more and more I watched him, the more and more I wanted to watch him because he's super funny, super sarcastic. I love his sense of humor, and he's obviously a very, very smart guy. He really digs deep into not only MSTR, also at Metaplanet and Strive, but he talks a lot about MSTR. So those are the two channels I would recommend you check out. Don't forget that I had Joe Consorti on my channel 9 days ago, and that video's done really well, over 15,000 views, and we talk a lot about a lot of stuff here. I highly recommend you check that out. But going back to the calculation here, and then we'll get into my MSTE purchase. I know I'm going a bit all over the place, but then I'll get into my MSTE purchase, and then we'll do the total returns of MST versus MSTR. So I still feel MSTR is extremely undervalued in my personal opinion. Why? Because of math. So as usual, let's do the calculation. They have 53.71 billion worth of Bitcoin. They have, which I'm not even going to count, 2.55 billion of USD cash, which covers 17.4 months of their preferreds. I'm not even going to count that, but let's just do 53.71 minus their actual debt, which is right there at the bottom left, 6.75. So their Bitcoin reserve minus their debt, and I'm not counting the preferred share debt here, which is 15.4 billion, because that's actually, they don't have to repay that back. That doesn't come due. What they really have to support is the annual dividends, which they have enough cash to cover 17.4 months. And I wouldn't be surprised if they keep adding and get to 2 years here, maybe 4 years, right, to cover a whole 4-year cycle. Why not? Just to shut people up. But I feel like the preferred shares are very, 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 very safe in my opinion. So, boring. I wouldn't get them. I'm not really interested in a 12% yield with no capital appreciation. I'd rather get the MSTR, right? Which is crazy volatility. You could see here, it's 99. But anyway, I'm going off topic here. Let's just do it. So Bitcoin minus their debt. And if we look at the entire value of the whole company, 37.64. Well, now it went up a little, 37.7, right? 37.7, which means that if you do 37.7 divided by 46.96 minus 1 times 100, the exact same calculation I used to calculate the split share fund premium or discount, you see that my opinion here from my calculation, again, we're not counting the preferreds. I'm not minusing the preferreds because they never come due. They don't have to pay that back. The debt, they do have to pay it back. But I didn't count the USD reserve either, right? I didn't count that as well. You can clearly see with some grade 3 math that MSTR is extremely undervalued, 19.71, almost 19.72% discount to its Bitcoin holding. So for me, extremely undervalued still. I think the market is still not, there's still a lot of FUD around it, still very misunderstood. I think the team is doing a great job to explicitly explain their plan, and obviously that's been positive development, right? Stretches back to 90, et cetera, et cetera. But MSTR or MST is going to continue to be my Bitcoin proxy. So I did buy another $5,000 worth this week. So again, if you missed last week's, I got an $80,000 tax refund. I'm gonna have 20,000, or I reserved 20,000 out of that 80,000 for MSTE, but I split it up in 4 weeks. So I'm gonna be basically buying $5,000 worth of MSTE for 4 weeks instead of my regular $2,000. So this is week 2 where I do a big purchase. Obviously, it would have been better to buy at 175, but hey, maybe those days are long gone. But hey, you never know. Tomorrow's another day. Next week's another week. Bitcoin could easily go back to 50,000 or 58,000 and then even lower. I don't care. I'm in it for the long term. Either way, I bought 2450 at 202 today for about 5K. So total shares, 48,500 at just a little over $7. So next week, most likely I will pass the 50,000 mark shares, and I will get into the $6 range for my average cost base. So just going to keep going. Dollar cost average down, 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 down. We'll see what happens. I don't know if MST is going to reduce the distribution again. Right now, it's at, let's say it's about $2 and it's at 10 cents. I feel like it's still high. It's still at 60% yield at these levels. Maybe they'll be able to sustain it for a month or two at these levels because the volatility is completely insane through the roof. But I wouldn't be surprised, and I would actually wouldn't be surprised and would be happy to see it reduce to 8 cents. Or 9 cents or 7 cents, as long as they don't start writing too much covered calls and capping too much the upside, especially now, because now is, the lower it goes, the more asymmetrical upside, asymmetrical return you could get. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Let's just do total returns here. MST versus MSTY from Harvest. These are both the Harvest one. MST is the leverage one. MSTY is the non-leverage one. Versus MSTR. On the TSX, so I believe this is the MSTR ADR. Tracks MSTR in Canadian dollars. So I decided to use that instead of actually MSTR. I'll just add it. But I think that one is a little bit more kind of accurate. Because MST and MSTY are in Canadian dollars. But either way, I'll put it. I'll put MSTR as well. So, yeah, you see that it's the same thing that's been happening here, right? Let's just go at the end. Here we go. As of July 2nd, is that the last date? Yeah, well, it's the last date that MSTR is there. But anyway, hopefully you could see this. My face is not blocking. So MSTY in first place at minus 62. That makes complete sense because you have a little bit of cushion compared to just holding MSTR. What you could see, it's about the same. So I'm just going to take out MSTR. I'm gonna keep the Canadian one, the ADR, I'm assuming. So, and let's go to the last possible date, July 3rd. Okay. All right, so MSTY minus 62%, MSTR minus 65, and MSTE with that leverage is at minus 72.75. So nothing is standing out to me here. This is exactly how I'm actually surprised MSTE is not down further. It is performing worse than MSTR. That makes sense because no amount of covered calls could cushion 25% amplification, 25% leverage. But you could see that MSTR and MSTE are basically moving in tandem. Which is completely normal. So yeah, no surprises there, guys. Just trying to be completely transparent and show you everything here. So hopefully I didn't forget everything. So in short, bought more MST as usual, 5,000. I got 2 more weeks of $5,000, and then I'm going back to $2,000, typically as usual. And yeah, don't forget that MSTE went up 1% or 2% last Friday when the US stock market was closed, right? For no reason, because MSTR didn't move. MSTE went up. That means Canadians bought some MSTE while the US stock market is closed, which I never recommend you do. So that's why MSTE is a little bit down, because it's catching up to what MSTR is doing. That's really the reason why. I saw someone on Facebook, put, why is MSTE down a lot more than MSTR? Well, that's because Friday went up while the stock market was closed, so now it's catching up basically. But of course, the truth is, in the total returns, as usual, it's obviously tracking MSTR pretty well. So yeah, that's it. Saylor and his team is getting a little bit more conservative, in my opinion. I hope soon, in the next couple of weeks, they start buying Bitcoin again. Are they gonna, or at least buy back some preferreds and buy back MSTR? I personally like that option. Don't forget, if they actually buy back Stretch, Stride, Strike, or Strife, it will reduce the annual dividend obligations, right? Of course, they have this debt that they have to clear, but I don't think they'll clear that anytime soon. It's coming due in a few years or something. But yeah, I hope they start buying Bitcoin again, issuing MSTR to buy Bitcoin again. That would be my hope for the next week, but we'll see. So there's your MSTR/MSTE update. Give me a thumbs up on the video. Do you still want me to do these weekly updates? Please let me know. Leave your comments below, even the trolls. Go ahead. And if ever you want more information or in-depth analysis on MSTR, again, Adam Livingston, very entertaining, very good with math, and for Bitcoin in general and the macro behind it, Joe Consorti, really, really good. Make sure to check out that video, guys. If you haven't seen it, it was amazing. So thanks again for watching, guys. Stay safe, stay passive, stay honorable, and see you next time.